All right, so this is my very first YouTube live. Should be a lot of fun. And what I want to talk about today, guys, is in-season training and why it's not for maintenance. Okay, so I know that there are a lot of trainers out there that believe doing in-season training, and we're going to talk about the sport of golf today. If you guys aren't familiar with me, um, is to maintain, and maintain meaning that you don't necessarily improve your strength, speed, power, mobility, like everything is just maintaining. So wherever level you're at with all these things, you will maintain them. Now, the issue I have with that is that golf is a game where your adequate mobility, strength, and power conditioning, a lot of qualities of fitness are required to play the game well. I know there's some people out there that don't think golf is a sport, but maybe this isn't the page for you then. And I want you to think about something. So the golf season, here, I live in Oklahoma. We don't have the greatest weather, but I've been able to play golf like pretty recently. It's April. I was able to play golf in January and February on nice days. But this is like really the springtime and when golf season is starting. And I'll be able to play here in Oklahoma. It'll be hot in the summer, but I'll be able to play until November, sometimes even until December. But I will probably call that my in-season training will stop, sometime in the fall, which is around, like 6 months, maybe even more of what you would call in-season training. And now what I don't want to do is just simply not make any gains for half my life, right? What we need to think about is that what gains can we make that don't affect the way we play or practice. So, what can we do? Let's think about the off season. You were able to do pretty much anything. And in the off season, you could really focus on max strength, you could focus on conditioning, muscle endurance, things like that can make you relatively sore. And you definitely don't want to have that during in-season training. Okay? But what are things we can do in season that are going to make us better? Speed being one. We can increase our mobility. We know golfers need that, your flexibility, mobility. Those words get tossed around, but increase those things. Those are two things that can really have a lot of bang for the buck and not have a huge impact on like soreness and how you're going to feel. As long as you get proper recovery, and you should be able to go swing the golf club pretty fast in a couple, maybe that same day, where get a good amount of recovery in, and that's not going to make you sore and unable to practice or play. All while maintaining that level of strength and conditioning that we've built up in the off season. Okay, so just remember, there's many qualities of fitness that we can work on, and you need to pick the ones that you still need. Like if you are very weak, you should still try to get stronger. You should try to do it with minimizing your soreness, or really just being strategic on when you're doing those things when it comes to like practicing and playing, because you definitely don't want to be weak. But during in season, we can still make a lot of gains in the areas of speed and like mobility that'll help your game. So I don't want anyone to think that in-season training is strictly maintenance, because think about what maintenance means. Maintenance means you're trying to just absolutely maintain everything you've got, which the way I look at that is I'm trying not to get any worse. And I really hate that. Like I would never want to just try not to get worse. I always want to be getting better. So there are things you can do to get better in the in-season, and those are the things you should do. So this is my first live. I don't know if this actually goes to a stream or to a feed or not, because I just kept going, and I think two people watched this whole thing. But so be it. Thank you for listening. If anyone's ever going to watch this, or if I'm just absolutely talking to myself, have a great day. Thanks.